What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go over my new iPad Mini A17. I got this during Christmas. Well, I actually got it on Christmas, and I took a little bit to make this video just because I wanted to give you guys a more personal review of this iPad. I came from an iPad Pro 12-inch. I think it's like 12.2 maybe, or something like that. I don't remember the specifics, but it was an iPad Pro, a bigger one. And I downsized and upgraded, in my opinion, I upgraded to the new iPad Mini A17 Pro. So this video is not going to be the whole techie stuff. It's not going to be every single little spec about it. This is going to be my personal use of it in the aviation and photography view. So if that's not for you, then go ahead, find one that's more techie. But if you're thinking about doing Lightroom and maybe some foreflight and stuff like that, then this is going to be the video for you. So stick around and let's talk about it. Starting off, as you guys know, this is the iPad A17, the new iPad Mini. This is basically the same thing as the older iPad Mini 6. It's basically the same size, and there's not too much new about it in terms of how it looks. I will say the colors that they do have are just a little bit more pastel, but other than that, it's basically the same. You have a 8.3-inch corner-to-corner liquid retina display, and it does only weigh 0.65 pounds or 293 grams. The bezels on this thing, I do want to say, are bigger than I would like. As we turn it on, you can kind of see how thick these bezels are, and that is something that I've been looking at, and I've been just kind of put off by the new iPad Minis. For spending the $4.99 to get one of these is at least what they start at, but this is a cellular version for aviation. They're a little bit more, but the bezels on this compared to the screen size are really big, and I'm really hoping Apple will be able to fix that in the next iPad Mini. But then again, we did get this one like 2-3 years later, so we'll see from there. I'm not going to complain though. I absolutely love this iPad. It's just the bezels are a little bit thicker than I would like. Moving on to some more specs, just really quick, I want to touch on that. The new A17 chip is speedy. I do editing on this Adobe Lightroom, and I'll kind of walk you through the process of that a little bit, but it is fast, it is quick, and very snappy, and exporting photos is really easy on it. The battery life for this is also really nice. I will say it lasts a long time, and I haven't had to, there goes my Apple Pencil. I haven't had to charge it that much when I'm out in the field, and I haven't actually had it die on me yet, so that's really nice. So moving on to just some smaller stuff, more niche stuff. The camera that we have in this is just a 12 megapixel rear and front camera. They're good. I'm not going to use them for video, but just so you know, they are 12 megapixels, and this does use the newest iOS software for Apple, which is really nice, and once we open it up, kind of explain that to you. And then I also do have my Apple Pencil Pro right here, and I absolutely love this thing. Just picked it up and I'm in love with it. So alright, now what you guys came for, let's open it up and let's talk about the iPad itself. So one thing I love about this is, coming from a Samsung phone, I have a fingerprint right here, and I love my fingerprint. Coming over to Apple, I have my fingerprint, and I think that is amazing. It's quick, it's easy. When I'm flying, I'll just have it on my lap, and it's always very speedy and fast. So opening this iPad up, I have my home screen, and on my home screen I just have my necessary apps. Nothing too crazy. This isn't social media, this isn't my Instagram, my Snap, all of that stuff. It is on here, but I don't use it for that. This is production and aviation. So let's open up foreflight, and I want to talk to you about the speed of this new A17 chip. Now, I've been flying for this for give or take the last 2 months. Well, yeah, give or take the last 2 months, about a month and a half, but who's counting? It's fast. I've been doing a lot of aviation with it, and flying with it, it's just a breeze. It's quick. It's always snappy. It loads really quick, as you can see, zooming in and out of things. It's fast, and it tracks me while I fly really well. And the reason I switched to this from my iPad Pro is the size. Now, when I downsized to this, I was expecting to be a little put off by the size. I enjoyed the bigger iPad. I enjoyed laying in bed watching YouTube videos. And that's actually how I decided on this new iPad mini, was by watching YouTube videos. But this iPad mini, the form factor of it, the size of it, is what drew me to it. And I think that's what is keeping me in the iPad mini ecosystem. The size of it in the cockpit is amazing. And most pilots do fly with the iPad mini. This is just the upgraded one, and it's really fast. And with a Apple Pencil, if we come over to my scratch pads, I mean, this is just really quickly fast. That's just right, maybe my call sign, but I mean, it's fast, and we can switch over to stuff, and it's not gonna, you know, bug up on you. And it's basically just really fast. I will say one complaint I do have on this with using foreflight is just, again, the bezels. The bezels on this, if you can actually tell, are really, really big. And that is one thing that bothers me about it. But honestly, it's not too big of a deal. So the next thing I want to talk about with this iPad is color grading. Now, I love this iPad for color grading. It's really fast, and the form factor of it, just being able to fit into the palm of my hand, is really, really nice. I take this in my backpack with me when I go to shoots, and I can instantly upload photos to this just with an SD card reader plugging into my USB-C outlet, which I will say is amazing. Having a USB-C coming from a S24 Ultra and a iPad using the same plug for everything is really, really nice. So just a little side note, but this is amazing. I can upload my photos into Lightroom in a second, and I can show my clients and my models the work that I'm doing for them really, really quickly, and I can even tether it to this iPad. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of editing, and this is from a session that I did. If you want to check this video out, so behind the scenes of this session, it'll be up in the corner, either on this side or this side. I can never remember which one, but it'll be up there somewhere. So that's fine. Yeah, let's just do this picture. So this is one of my models. It's actually my girlfriend's sister, and really beautiful picture, beautifully posed, beautifully done photo, and she did an amazing job posing it. So that is color graded, but this is the original, and you can see that even going back and forth is really quick. So let's just go ahead and reset this all the way to the original, and then we will color grade it from the raw. So this is the raw file, and using my Apple Pencil, which is really, really nice, I'll come up here, and all of my presets, which are here, load instantly. I mean, you just saw how quickly they loaded, and coming through each one of them, they all load extremely fast. And if you want to check out any of these presets, they are going to be linked in the bio, in the description rather. I do sell these presets, and I'm working on a new portrait pack that is kind of in the process of being made, so make sure you guys stick around and check out that one when it does come out. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the focus set one as a nice baseline. And again, presets are your baseline. You're not going to get a final edit out of your presets. Make sure you get presets that you enjoy, but they're not going to be a final edit. Make sure you do just be clear that when you get presets, they're not a final edit. You will have to touch them up a little bit. Every photo is going to be exposed differently. So exposure and color grading, it's so quick. I mean, I am just flying through here, and I can do everything I want in just 1 second. It's quick and smooth, and this screen on this actual iPad is so smooth. It's amazing. I mean, the glass on this, I don't know if you can even hear it, but it sounds amazing, and it's really smooth, even with just my fingers, but with the Apple Pencil, it makes it 100 times better. So we'll come into my colors, bring up saturation just a little bit, and then we'll start coming into my grading. And you probably can't tell on the camera up there, but there is a little too much yellow, so I'm just going to bring out the blues a little bit, and then always just opposite it and go back into some of the warmer tones, just like so. And too much purple, so we'll bring out some of the purples, but bringing back some of the greens. So that's just kind of the baseline color grade, and we can kind of see the before and then we can see the after. So not too much difference, trying to keep it natural. But the real thing I want to bring you guys to is generative AI. The generative AI in Adobe Lightroom has gotten really good, and it does take a little bit more of a process to do in terms of using your phone, iPad, PC, laptop, whatever you're editing on. It has become more of a heavy process for your RAM and for the device. So I want to give you an example of how quickly generative AI works on the new iPad Mini 17. So if we just select this, slide down, select the whole tripod with my flash, removing areas using AI in order to do it really quickly. Now, this may not seem extremely fast, but one, that was a relatively large area, and it's done before I'm done talking, but that was a large area, and it does an amazing job compared to some other things, including my old iPad Pro, which was only a year old. This is faster than it, and I want to say it's almost faster, or if not faster, than my S24 Ultra, which is saying a lot. And I mean, you can't even tell where this was done. So I mean, that looks perfect on this edge. If we kind of replay it, you can't tell where it was. So it looks really, really good. That's gonna basically be it from this. If you guys want to see more in terms of the specs of the iPad Mini A17 and you want to see more technical stuff about it, please let me know in the comments below. I will happily do that for you, and I will happily get that going for you. But that was just a really quick overview of how I do this iPad and use it in everyday life, and I think it's perfect. And I'm going to be doing a flying vlog with it, so if you want to see kind of what a day in the life of an iPad Mini A17 is, let me know, and it'll be coming out to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did subscribe, we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I have a big plan when we do hit 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, share it with a buddy, and if you're thinking about getting the iPad Mini A17 Pro for aviation or photography, I'd say get it. It's really nice, really hands-free, and it's just really nice form factor. I will say there are some drawbacks like the bezels that I said, and then also just it being not as fast as some of the big iPad Pros with bigger chips in it and more RAM. However, I think the drawbacks of that don't equal the size and weight that you're saving, at least for my personal use. So that's kind of my 2 cents. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. As always, peace. God bless y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.